job, Lorenzo.
Hey, you go!
Ready to go inside?
Yeah.
All right, let's head in. How's your day?
It's going good, it's going good.
Good. What were you doing?
Oh, we were just driving, and my sister was like, oh my god, everyone's there yet. And then everyone was like, okay, patience,
So each time a student comes, they are dropped off at the curb usually, and they walk into our room. The tutor greets them, helps them sign in, and we teach them how to tell time, because when they sign in, they also say the time. Most of our students now come twice a week, some come once a week. And when they come in, once they've signed in, the tutor asks them, where would you like to work today? And so the kids will say, I'd like to work on top of the treehouse, or I want to sit over there in that corner. And depending on the child's need for lack of distraction, they'll choose a spot that works for them.
Dude, heck yeah, you got it. Okay.
So Lorenzo had a pretty rough start. Sorry. He stopped breathing when he was small. But he's had a rocky start with learning. And in school it was really hard for him to understand what was being told to him and then learning how to read. He was diagnosed with an auditory processing disorder when he was 6. And I always knew there was something more going on, and after doing so much research, realizing that dyslexia often accompanies this disorder. So, but when he started coming to Reading Quest, I saw that he was explicitly taught how to read. I noticed a difference, and he noticed a difference. He knew, like, I can do this. I'm successful, and I think that that's why he loves coming to Reading Quest, because he feels so supported and so loved. And
I think all kids really benefit from having one older person who really loves them and cares about them. And so when a child is really struggling with reading in particular, it's especially hard to have to go and work on that one thing. You could be really killing it in math and other subjects. You might be this amazing athlete, but if reading is really hard for you, the last thing you might want to do is go work after school or on a Saturday or during the school day even on reading. And so our tutors are so kind and caring and compassionate, and the kids can feel that, and they develop that really special, caring relationship with that mentor.
Right now I'm doing very well. I'm top 2 in my class for reading and all other academics. And honestly, it feels really good to be in a level that's more the right level that you're supposed to be, and you feel comfortable and at some point you just start loving reading.
When we realized our son was reading behind grade level at the 2nd grade, we decided to get help for him. It was fabulous to see him just from being frustrated and so discouraged to like learning how to read in 2 weeks. For him, it was the way that it was being taught, the science behind reading and how phonically he was able to read the words. And so also through play and magic, so he was so engaged and it wouldn't even feel like he was reading.
So the secret sauce to Reading Quest, I think it's just the tutors, the care and the dedication that each tutor really puts in. Just being able to be yourself and be attentive to what the child or the student you're working with needs. We have the training that, teaches us all about reading, but if you're not being attentive and tailoring things to what a child needs, then at the end of the day, it's not going to be as successful as it can be.
One of my favorite things has been watching these students grow up. I had one student who I would sit in on her lessons when she was younger, And now I saw her all the way through COVID. And then I saw her for the very first time after we came out of COVID, and she was taller than me, and it was crazy. So getting to see these kids like grow up and grow into themselves and be confident in themselves and their reading, that's been really exciting.
The best moments during tutoring are when kids are really excited about the books they're learning, or they're really excited about something they're learning in school, because it shows that we're creating a space where they're excited to learn. For me, every single kid I teach just brightens my day.
Yeah, my first experience with Reading Quest was a lifetime ago. I was in 2nd grade. I was reading at like a kindergarten grade level. I didn't know how to even spell cat. I really struggled when I was in 3rd grade. I couldn't really communicate with people or read books or do things that most kids at that grade level did. Reading Quest taught me how to like just open my doors in the future. It made me be more responsible of a person, take harder classes for myself when reading. I think it teaches me my writing skill. The games and the tutors, they always welcomed me like in open arms. They were always really charismatic and inviting and loving, so I always felt comfortable and safe there.
I think what I have found as I've been teaching, traditional education really serves a small number of students. The rest need different support. They need different ideas, different strategies. Education hasn't caught up to that. We're still trying to fit these kids into a mold that we know as humans, as people who have gone through the educational system, we know it doesn't work. And we're still trying to push our kids, our students through that. And the frustration level for the parents, for the students is huge.
What I would tell another student that is struggling, or anyone else that's struggling, is that the way how I got better, and this all happened in like a year. In a year, I made so much progress by just coming once a week for an hour. I would tell them to go to Reading Quest, because Reading Quest is good. Doesn't cost, it's free, and it really makes me feel myself here. I can express a lot of me here, and I can express on what's going on at school. My favorite thing is to come in here and see everyone having fun and just enjoying it, because even though it's only for an hour, like per week, it's worth it.
These kids are so bright and so capable and are filled with amazing potential. But if they can't read, if they're only learning everything from TikTok or YouTube, they're not understanding the reality of what's happening in our world. The only way that they're going to be able to succeed is if they can read, and that's kind of their passport to whatever future they want.
In Silicon Valley, they talk about product market fit. Reading Quest has amazing product market fit. We provide services for kids that are struggling to read. We do it effectively, and we do it in a state that has more need than almost any other in our country. Not getting these kids to reading level by 3rd grade just has terrible long-term effects on their lives, on our state. This work that we're doing is so important. We need lots of support. We need big support from families that can give. We need foundations to really support our work here. We need corporations, especially New Mexico-based organizations, to do whatever they can to help us serve the kids that need the services.
Reading Quest helps me, so you should have Reading Quest.